You find Coach and Milo holding a large tarp. You assume somebody has died and head over to loot the body, but it's something else altogether. You're doing terrific, Milo. No, we just stretched this tarp between the 4 anchor points and we've made a waterproof canopy. Why? What do you mean, why? This is a class on how to create a shelter to help you survive in the woods. Oh, I thought we were learning how to create an emergency photo backdrop in case you suddenly need new headshots in the middle of the woods. No, Milo, I teach survival skills out here at Scouts headquarters. Yes, exactly. Taking emergency headshots is not a survival skill. Oh, and creating a rainproof canopy is, somehow? Well, yes, protecting yourself and your companions from the rain can help ward off trench foot, tuberculosis, and collapsing morale.
Don't be so toxic.
But trench foot, tuberculosis, and collapsing morale are some of my oldest friends. We went to elementary school together. Besides, I wouldn't be caught dead huddled under a canopy like this, partially because I can't die, but mainly because it's really not my aesthetic. If I'm ever stranded in the woods, I'll just pop into a luxury villa and ride out my harrowing wilderness experience in tastefully understated opulence. There aren't any luxury villas in the woods, Milo. The closest thing they have to luxury villas are trees, and those are much more like trees than luxury villas. No luxury villas? But I'm an influencer. I'm sure once I tell those trees how many followers I have, they'll... I'm gonna stop you right there, Milo. I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but trees don't care how many followers you have. Well, that's bleak. Okay, I'm back on board with this shelter plan, but only if we find a way to make the shelter grammable.
And don't forget to take your vitamins.
Grammable. Oh, I know! We'll pack the shelter full of knit blankets and Werther's Originals. Any grandma would be happy to live there. Yeah, but the counselor's not being very useful. I don't have time to educate you on an entire generation's worth of values and terminology, Coach. My only hope is Zoe. Thank you for considering me your only hope. But I know how you are too, Zoe. I want a sensible solution, not summering glamour gods or forging magic hot tubs or anything. Yeah, they can definitely get away with being a dick. As long as it's not to Zoe. You sheepishly put away your glamour god summoning pole. This is gonna be harder than you thought. Luckily, you've got another idea. Oh god. Real glamour of a shelter isn't about what's there, it's about who's there. Let's build a Nicolas Cage of leaves and sticks. Okay. I get it, no magic hot tub. So how about a magic jacuzzi? No? I think we have to build a Nicolas Cage. We have to. Yes. I said no wacky solutions, Zoe. This seems like a wacky solution. No, you explain. Wacky would be building a life-size Nicolas Cage out of a pile of flapjacks and Michael Cera's butt. Where would you get Michael Cera's butt? Zoe's right. That's pretty wacky. Leaves and sticks are readily available in the forest, so this is a much more realistic plan. I wasn't so much taking issue with the materials as with the idea of creating a living being out of inanimate objects. You see the misunderstanding here. You explain that Nicolas Cage isn't a living being. He's more of a personification of pure joy that word, mixed with raw sex appeal. Oh, I love that. Go ahead then. Joke's on Milo, you already have. You built this Nicolas Cage months ago using only the finest leaves and sticks, and some of Michael Cera's butt, but no one needs to know that. You zap your Nicolas Cage golem with a car battery and it comes to life. Wow, Zoe, this is very well made. You really captured his look of permanently startled attractiveness. Hello, says the golem. I'm Nicolas Cage. No, you're not, darling. Common mistake. Oh, says the golem. That must be John Travolta after switching faces with Nicolas Cage in the movie Face Off, starring John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Thank you. My Nicolas Cage impression is flawless. I've never worked on it before in my life. The counselor seems very thrilled at this. Strike two, sweetheart. You're actually a mound of leaves and sticks animated by electricity at a summer camp for monsters. You mean I have all the powers of Nicolas Cage, but with none of the responsibilities? Cries the golem. That's incredible. Let's have an adventure already. The joyful simulacrum leads you through the day in the life of Nicolas Cage. You steal the Declaration of Independence as part of a treasure hunt, kidnap a baby, and make out with a wicker basket full of bees. This is the best day of my life. This has been absolutely nothing to do with creating an effective wilderness shelter, but it's pretty clear Milo was never very invested in that. You gain 2+ fun and 1+ charm.